Did you bring what I asked for?
You convinced Jack, your son, that you were dead. So maybe you could give Jack a little grace here.
Hey, Nick. Long time no see.
The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers reveal that some shocking recast news is making waves in the soap world. Days of Our Lives' Lauren Koslow, Kate Roberts-Brady on DOOL, has been tapped as a temporary replacement for Jess Walton, so Jill Abbott will look a little different soon. TV Insider reports that a scheduling conflict prevented Walton from being able to pop up for another one of her usual stints. Walton lives in Oregon and couldn't travel to Los Angeles to film the story arc that's coming up for Jill. As a result, Days' Lauren Koslow will be taking over the role temporarily. YNR fans can catch Koslow as Jill starting Thursday, June 25th, but she'll appear in a total of 5 episodes according to SOD. Of course, this is just a temporary gig, so there's no need to worry about Koslow's role on Days of Our Lives. Koslow is still filming as Kate, so DOOL viewers will see much more of her in Salem. Days is happy to be able to share Lauren with YNR, and this does not affect her status with the show in any way, a DOOL spokesperson confirmed to TV Insider. As for Jess Walton, she still has a future in Genoa City and will reclaim the role when her schedule permits. Until then, it'll be fun to see what Lauren Koslow brings to the table. Koslow actually got her first big acting break on YNR when she played a character named Lindsay Wells back in the 80s. You might also recall Koslow from her run as Margot Lindley on The Bold and The Beautiful, but she's obviously best known as the always confident and sassy Kate on Days. Now Koslow will be stepping into Jill's shoes for a bit, so fans will be eager to see her spin on the character. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some Jill shockers are ahead in GC, so stick with us for more details on her upcoming arc and who she'll be working with. The tension at the GCAC exploded when District Attorney Christine Blair, Laura Lee Bell, walked into the lobby. Phyllis, ignoring Michael's desperate pleas to stay calm, stormed across the room to confront her. Christine, who had just come from a meeting at the Newman Ranch where Victor, recruited her to prosecute Phyllis to the fullest extent of the law, was in no mood for games. Phyllis immediately went on the offensive, accusing Christine of being Victor's puppet and suggesting that the new DA was bought and paid for. She threatened to go to the press, specifically Spectre Charles, to tell the world that Christine was corrupt. Christine, a seasoned attorney, did not flinch. Instead, she turned the tables brilliantly. She threatened to sue Phyllis for defamation, warning that she would win, leaving Phyllis not only in prison for corporate fraud but also financially destitute from the lawsuit. She told Phyllis to shut her mouth and talk through her lawyer. This confrontation was a disaster for Phyllis. She entered the week thinking she could intimidate the DA, but she left realizing that Christine is not intimidated by her in the slightest. The plot to get an audio recording is now Phyllis's only lifeline, a desperate gambit that seems destined to fail but will undoubtedly cause more chaos as she attempts to bait Victor. Parallel to the Nick and Phyllis drama, the episode also laid the groundwork for the escalating conflict with Matt Clark. Noah Newman Lucas Adams stepped up as the family's defender. After Matt's shocking return to Genoa City, a man everyone thought was dead, Noah decided he was not going to wait for the police. We saw Noah launch a defense against Matt, which involved tracking him and attempting to confront him. This is a dangerous game, as Matt has proven to be violent and unstable, regardless of his claims of amnesia. The spoilers indicate that this confrontation will not go well for Noah, as Matt managed to outwit him by the end of the hour, continuing his reign of terror. Meanwhile, at the Newman Ranch, Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, emerged as the lone voice of conscience. She watched Victor and Adam strategize with Christine and dared to ask the question everyone else was avoiding: are the emails real? She expressed concern that if Victor faked the evidence, the entire scheme could backfire and destroy the family. Victor dismissed her concerns, insisting an expert had verified the evidence, but Chelsea's suspicion lingers, hinting that even those closest to Victor are beginning to doubt the moral high ground he claims to occupy. Monday, May 11th, 2026, episode highlights. Nick's relapse. After swearing to Victoria he was clean, Nick was caught alone reaching for a fentanyl pill while supposedly helping Adam hunt Matt Clark. Phyllis's plan. Frustrated with Michael's legal advice, Phyllis began plotting to secure an audio confession from Victor Newman to prove the emails were faked. Christine versus Phyllis. Christine threatened to sue Phyllis for defamation, refusing to be intimidated and warning Phyllis she would end up broke and in prison. The manhunt. Victor recruited Christine to lead the legal charge against Phyllis, determined to enjoy watching her unravel. Noah's defense. Noah launched his own offensive against the returned Matt Clark, leading to a dangerous confrontation. In conclusion, this Monday episode served as a masterclass in soap opera tension, juxtaposing the quiet agony of addiction with the loud desperation of legal warfare. Nick Newman is a ticking time bomb. His continued possession of fentanyl endangers not only his recovery but potentially his life, especially with the stress of Matt Clark haunting him. Conversely, Phyllis Summers is doubling down on her worst instincts. Rather than retreat, she is advancing a reckless plan to trap Victor, a move that seems destined to fail given Victor's experience with manipulation. As the week of May 11th progresses, Nick is barreling toward a dangerous bargain, and Phyllis is setting a trap that she will likely fall into herself, setting the stage for explosive confrontations in the days to come. The Young and the Restless. Y&R. Spoilers hint that Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, might be right about Claire Newman's, Haley Aaron, unhinged side being just under the surface. Claire could revert to a former version of herself, but there might be a twist involved. In the May 8th episode, Audra swore to Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, that underneath Claire's sweet exterior, that psycho girl who tried to kill his entire family was alive and well. Of course, Audra wants to believe the worst of Claire since they're rivals, but there might be some truth to that statement anyway.